What up, crew? Welcome back to CineChamber. Today we're doing a movie discussion with all these fine people. We watched a movie that I had picked out last month, Leon the Professional. Leon the Professional says, if you want the job done right, hire a professional. Leon is the top hitman in New York, has earned a rep as an effective cleaner, but when his next door neighbors are wiped out by a loose cannon DEA agent, he becomes the unwilling custodian of 12-year-old Matilda. Before long, Matilda's thoughts turn to revenge, and she considers following in Leon's footsteps. The film was released November 18th, 1994, in the United States. It was released a few months earlier in like France. All right, so
We
this is what the genres say. It's a gangster movie. It's a one person army action, which I mean, maybe I guess he's the one guy, but Matilda does some stuff too.
I think that's more of like the ending scene where he's like
Yeah,
the
that's
one man
fair.
army,
That's fair.
like going against all those guys.
Yeah. It's a psychological drama, and I agree, and a psychological thriller, and a tragedy, and a crime movie. I agree
yeah,
with that.
yeah.
All right, so here we go. We got the director named Luke Besson. This guy right here.
Yeah.
That's him. And
Yikes.
then, yeah, I didn't really Google much about him, but I saw a little
Yep.
bit, and there was some
Yeah.
yikes there. And then it stars. We got Gene Reno as Leon.
So good. Favorite video game character of all time.
Yeah, and then we got Natalie Portman as Matilda. Those are like our main stars. There's really only one important side character that I picked out at least, and that's this guy,
Yeah.
Danny Alo as Tony.
He was a great character actor.
He was.
Like,
Hmm.
And then we got our main antagonist, played by Gary Oldman, and that's Stansfield.
stole the fucking show.
Yeah,
My God.
he is a loose cannon DE agent for sure. All right, well, I guess we'll just get into some reviews here, and I'll start since I picked the movie. I guess I'll start with a rating. I'm just gonna go ahead and give this film 8 cigarettes out of 10. Uh, it's an incredibly complicated film. Probably one of the most complicated films that I've watched in a long time. And I kind of hate that enjoyed it as much as I did. Uh-oh, we got dogs. All right. So as a baseline, the movie itself is arguably a fantastic film. Like there's great tension in it. There's great cinematography. The character growth is fantastic. The storytelling is really good, and the character arcs are really good. And then the actors, they did a really amazing job with their given roles. Gene Reno as Leon is a great character, and he's got this lovable kind of oafish quality to him. And then Natalie Portman as Matilda is like incredibly impressive with how strong her performance is, especially this since this was her first movie she was ever in.
It's
And then
crazy.
of course Gary Oldman as Stansfield is like such a madman in the best worst way possible. So in the start of the movie, you can tell that Matilda, she lives in like a pretty rough, neglectful conditions, and her parents are kind of implied as low-level criminals, and she's most likely being both physically and emotionally abused. And she's forced by her lifestyle growing up to act older than her age and more grown up than what someone her age should have to go through. But basically, when her entire family gets killed, she's out getting some milk for her neighbor, our dopey assassin hitman Leon. And he essentially saves her life in that scene where she's walking by the hallway and sees, basically her family dead with all those killers inside. He saves her life by taking her in under his wing And that's when the complication of the movie kind of starts to show its face a little bit, because Matilda is kind of desperate, pushy, and she's acting much more mature around him than what should be comfortable for anyone. And then there's like subtle romantic sexual tension between them, that's pretty off-putting, and that part of the film is what brings the rating down, because it's just so weird. But beyond that, Leon is a really enjoyable character to hang out with. He's a really broken person with pretty gray moral characteristics. And then, of course, in the film, my favorite character was Stansfield, the villain. He's just so evil. And even though he works for the DEA, the way he's portrayed by Gary Oldman's mesmerizing. Basically, everything about the character kind of gives me the ick. He was like the worst character in the entire film, like as far as a person goes. And I wouldn't be surprised if his character actually inspired Willem Dafoe's character of Agent Smeckler in The Boondock Saints. If you guys have seen that. And I was honestly glad to see the film end in a tragedy with Leon dying a hero while protecting Matilda, rather than seeing the film go on long enough for him to become a villain. And I'm certain there's a lot more I can say about the movie because of how complicated it is, but that's basically my review. All right. Braden, you want to hit us with your thoughts?
Yeah, I also pretty much I give it 8 houseplants out of 10. The tone of it, it's shot amazingly. It's everybody's acting their asses off. I love the music. Yeah, Gary Oldman was my favorite character. I love villains, and he was a memorable villain. I'll address the elephant in the room. At the end, that plant does not survive outside like that. It just doesn't. Um, but yeah,
Ain't not a
complicated
way.
film. I did enjoy it, but yeah, a lot of parts with yeah got me feeling a little yeah. But glad I watched it, liked it.
Yep. All right. Dayton, what you got?
I'll give this 7 quarts of milk. It surprised me, but maybe for the time and everything that it came out, it would have been more of a unique kind of storyline. But I've just seen it happen over and over again. It was just kind of one of those
Yep.
things. I think Gary Oldman, his character did kind of create that tension that this movie needed. I have no idea what the pill was that he would take before. Did you guys pick any of that up? Because it's like he needed that to like rage out.
I googled it. It
Um,
was some sort of like strong anxiety medication, but he was abusing it,
insane.
so it was like affecting his mood.
Yeah, because like I know most anxiety medicines like usually like chills you out and stuff, but this was like the opposite. He was like, okay, now I'm ready to just kill.
That neck crack thing he did when he took that pill, like, I don't know. I can't
Yeah,
reproduce it. It was insane.
yeah. I guess the thing that I wish was a little bit more involved, and I can't remember the dude's name, but I wish Matilda's family was like a little bit more built into that to develop more of that connection. So that way there'd be more drive and more like
Hmm.
input from the viewers to like really root for them. But I think Leon's character does like a good balance between like uh, I'm a badass, I don't feel for anything, and don't get too attached to me because I'm not overly nice, so I will die at the end type thing. So overall, I think it was good. But as soon as I saw that last scene too, and she playing outside, I was like, "You idiot!" Like the one thing you have of your idol man crush, you're just like, "I'm gonna destroy it." So that's all I got.
That's great. All right. Jason, what you got?
So I think I'm really torn on rating this, but I think I got to give it 8 sleepy Italian grandpas out of 10. That's my favorite side character, was just the grandfather who was asleep in the back of every single one of Tony's scenes. He was my favorite.
Oh yeah.
Um, I think as a movie, I was much less fascinated by like the action thriller side of things and much more fascinated by the character study side of things, which is to say, to arguably everybody in this movie is going through like a traumatic experience or has gone through a traumatic experience of some kind and has come out fucked up on the other side. And seeing how those people, either in the villain's case, like they harm others because they're dealing with their problems with the abuse of the medication and the violent mood swings and making it other people's problems and sort of projecting his inner monologue of like fighting about music onto other people as they're just standing there like terrified of him. From that to the off-putting but also frustratingly endearing relationship between the two leads. There is something about people who have gone through some of the worst shit imaginable at a really young age bonding, even if it isn't in a healthy way, finding comfort. Like for me, Matilda is probably my favorite character, but just the number of times that she found comfort in Leon and did it in inappropriate ways because that's all she'd ever really seen women do. But she was still trying so hard to show him, like, I trust you. And when women like a man, this is what they give to them. They give them their body. And Leon being, I'm not a professional, but being the beautifully autistic man that he is, just not understanding and also being kind of emotionally and mentally stunted himself. Like he says it at one point in the film, he's like, I'm grown up, but I have a lot of growing to do. Whereas she was like, she's not old enough, but she's already grown up. It was a really interesting dichotomy of two opposite but similar characters who've gone through similar things and come out completely different and are at different points in their life, but still find a way to try their best to protect each other. It's not good. It is yikes, but it's also beautiful in the same way that all human beings are like fucking disaster train wrecks. Like, I think of me as a 12-year-old girl, like, I was also falling in love with the idea of grown men. That is not a completely unrelatable experience that she had. And being completely isolated, of course she fell in love with this sweet, harmless man who almost shoots her in her sleep, but don't think about that.
That's just the
Like,
beginning.
she doesn't know that happened.
Yeah.
I don't know. The relationship was deeply flawed and like cursed tragically, but also it was a beautiful study of how people don't always connect in the ways that society views as acceptable, but they did find comfort in each other's presence. And there's something beautiful about it.
Yeah.
Very legally dubious, very bad situation, but it was fucked from the start. So, yeah. I liked it. I don't love that I liked it, but it was a beautifully told story and the art direction of it with like the French provincial meets slums of New York vibe was just super, super pretty. So,
Yeah,
it was a
for
good
sure.
film.
That's great. All right, Jeff, what you thought about it?
Right. I'll start with the positives. The craft in this film is phenomenal. I think we've all said that and can see that easily. Uh, the acting's amazing. Each character writing is amazing too. Each character and actor is well done. My big issue is the director of this
Yeah.
film, and I just see too much of him in it. And one of the biggest things, and you might need to look this up to double check me, Jace, is that Leon and Matilda is a reflection of his relationship with his wife or his ex-wife, where
Sure.
where they'd met at where he met her when she was like that young, and like there was some weird thing and another thing that I want to point out in this film is there's this weird thing with gender I think that was happening where you didn't really see a lot of ladies, and I think if any ladies interacted with Matilda, this would be a really different film. Like the one lady that was not
Yeah.
involved or wasn't like completely a bad influence for her was at the very end when she goes to the
Mm-hmm.
all the girls school. So I think maybe there's this like weird escaping that patriarchy, misogyny with Leon dying, killing himself off to let that past go away to her to go to more of a future of like releasing herself from that toxic kind of identity. That's my hope, at least. 7 yikes out of 10 oh no's.
Great. Love it. All right, Daphne, what's your thoughts?
Okay. Well, I also, despite all the weirdness, I really did enjoy the film overall, and so I'm gonna give it like 8.5 obscure pills out of 10. Um,
Yeah.
I loved the bad guy. He was just a joy to watch every single time he was on the screen. I felt like, um, and Leon, honestly, like before Matilda came into the picture, he had such a peaceful life outside of his job. Like, I felt like he was just so happy, just taking care of his plants or his plant, I should say, and like going to the movies. That scene of him watching the movies was like so happy and just pure. I just loved that. Um, I could not get over the whole time how much Matilda looked like Millie Bobby Brown, or I think that's her name, from like
Mm-hmm.
Stranger Things. The whole time I just saw her the whole time. They look so similar. It was kind of crazy. Um, but yeah, the story I felt was really great. I felt like there weren't really too many holes or anything. Like it was a full story. I really appreciate that in movies because sometimes I feel like there's so many times like towards the end movies start rushing or leaving things out that don't make sense, and this one felt pretty solid. I also felt like there was some like accidental comedy at times, like especially towards the end with just the number of SWAT personnel. Like
Yeah.
I swear there was like 200 or more
It was
SWAT.
like
It was very excessive.
it was like clown car level of
Yeah.
SWAT guys coming
Definitely.
out.
Definitely.
Every
Yeah,
step of the
so
staircase.
yeah, and like the old man just sleeping in the back, like Jacelyn mentioned. Just so funny every time. I don't know. And yeah, the weird I wish I had like the capacity to move my neck like our main villain here, cuz
Yeah,
that was impressive.
it
Um
hurts.
but yeah, overall I agree, definitely some very weird relationship between the two, but I kind of felt like I don't know, I felt like Leon didn't ultimately a good job rejecting those advances every single time, um, despite how uncomfortable it was. Because despite her trying to make it more of like an intimate relationship type of thing, I'm glad they never actually kissed or anything. That would have totally ruined it for me. But I definitely felt like he tried for the most part, aside from maybe the dress thing. I don't know about that, but overall, it felt like he tried to be more of like a father figure from my perspective. So I don't know. I felt like it definitely could have been weirder than it was, but it was still weirder than it needed to be. So that was kind of how I felt about it. But overall, it was good.
Yeah, great. All right. Well, I got some fun facts, trivia and stuff for us. Okay, so it was Gene Reno's decision uh, to play Leon as if he were a little mentally slow and emotionally repressed. He felt that this would make the audience accept that Leon wasn't someone who would take advantage of a vulnerable young girl. And Reno claims that for Leon, the possibility of a physical relationship with Matilda was inconceivable. So when such a relationship is discussed in the movie, Reno very much allowed Portman to be emotionally in control of those scenes. And Reno stated that his rationale for agreeing to play the part was that his character was a 10-year-old boy in love with a 12-year-old girl, so the relationship could only ever be platonic.
Hmm.
So it was all the actor's choice to make him
I
less
think
I
that was a
think
creepy.
good
he
choice.
made some movie saving decisions with his acting.
By far.
Man,
By far. Okay, so again, I said it earlier, but this is Natalie Portman's motion picture debut. She was born in 1981, and this is a 1994 film, so she was 11 years old when she was picked as the cast of this movie. Which is really crazy because she beat out 2,000 other actresses for the role of Matilda, which kind of
She
She
was a good
shocked.
definitely
actress.
brought it. There's no doubt.
Yeah.
And she was a good singer.
That's
Yeah.
true.
I was just like, dang, there's 2,000 other like people that would let their daughter play in a role like this. I was
I low-key wonder if Natalie Portman ever was like, man, I wish
Oh.
one of those other 2,000 girls won this bid.
right.
No, I bet it was very competitive because this was like a big director. Like this is
That's
an
fair.
artsy film. Like this immediately puts you in like the avant-garde. Like I'm ahead of the game
I
if
mean,
you
she's still
that young in this
hugely
film.
famous today, so
So I can see
Yeah.
just the cutthroat. If my mom is my manager and she just wants to make money, you throw
yeah,
my flesh into the pit. You know.
yeah,
I
that's
also
fair.
do feel like she acted her ass off. Like she really
Oh
didn't
yeah,
leave anything on the
Definitely.
table.
yeah, she was incredible. Okay, so it's been claimed that Luke Besson wrote a script for a sequel to this, which is kind of what I was talking to you guys about at the end when we watched it last night. I was like, I kind of want to see a Matilda the Professional, you know?
Does Leon rise from the dead as a burnt corpse, or
Um,
is he Ghost
No,
Rider?
no, no.
so what it says is that the sequel would have Natalie Portman reprise the role as Matilda, and the filming was delayed and was being delayed until Natalie Portman was older or a bit older. However, in the meantime, Besson left the Gaument Film Company to start his own movie, Europa Corp. And with unhappy with Besson's departure, the Gaument Film Company they held Leon the Professional's rights close to their chest and would not budge on letting the rights leave their legal authority. And
What?
so, according to Megaton, the sequel will basically never happen. Uh,
Mm.
and so Besson used the idea for his sequel to this in a movie called Columbiana that came out in 2011.
Hmm.
I just know if they
Oh,
showed a follow-up,
yeah.
they better have shown what happened to that plant.
Oh shit, Columbiana. That's crazy actually. I
hmm
just remembered that movie. That
I
makes so much sense
I
because
know
it
nothing about
is
that movie.
like it is just a girl that was her family was killed by assassins. She like trains to be an assassin and then she goes and kills those people later on. It is the
Okay.
same thing. That's crazy. I didn't realize that. That's
Yeah.
huh.
To the wheel, everyone. Add it to the wheel.
Yeah. Right. Okay. So according to Luke Besson, the role for Leon was always intended to be Jean Reno and nobody else. However, the fact track on the deluxe edition of the DVD for like the extended commentary had both Mel Gibson and Keanu Reeves that were extremely interested in the role.
Ugh.
And I am so glad it was not Mel
God.
Gibson.
Imagine a Mel Gibson fucking Leon the Professional. God, that just
I do feel like Keanu Reeves also could have nailed a highly autistic hitman vibe, but this guy, I don't want a different Leon the Professional.
Absolutely not. Okay, so as Leon
No.
is falling from the building that's about to explode, you can briefly see a bank across the street. Well, in real life, that bank was actually being robbed at the very moment of filming.
Oh no.
What the fuck?
I know. I was like, oh, that's really weird.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
I mean,
Director
honestly,
was like,
taking
"This is
advantage of the
perfect."
chaos of. Go ahead, Daphne. Sorry.
Oh, I was just said the director was like, "This is perfect."
Yeah.
I was thinking like that's the perfect time to rob a bank is when movie chaos is happening on the street and you can't tell what's real law enforcement and fake. That's like maximum peak confusion.
Yeah,
Yeah,
actually,
perfect
yes.
time to scrub the police. Perfect thing.
Okay, so Natalie Portman addressed her role as Matilda in the 2018 Women's March, expressing how she felt sexualized by the role. describing a rape fantasy sent to her in a fan letter and a radio station's countdown to her 18th birthday. And she concluded that the message from our culture was clear to me. I felt the need to cover my body and inhibit my expression and my work in order to send my own message to the world that I'm someone worthy of safety and respect. And I thought that was just really unfortunate.
Yeah.
So to lighten things up, the amount of milk seen in the reflection of Leon's sunglasses at his meeting does not reflect the amount of milk in the next shot. The reflection in Leon's sunglasses after setting the milk glass down on the table. When asked if he's free on Tuesday, the glass is gone, and then what it is in his sunglasses reflection.
I want to know how much milk he actually drank in the filming of this.
Yeah.
Like, how many times did they have to redo a scene where he had to drink more milk just to do the scene again? And
Yeah, I
Oh,
want
how
to.
many
snort the
spit
milk.
takes? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to know their milk budget for this movie.
I
yeah,
got that milk money.
how many gallons a day?
Yeah. Okay, last one. So when Matilda tells Leon that she loves him and he spits up the milk on his shirt, the next scene, it's immediately dry.
Shit.
He
I
just
thought I
sucked it up
still
real
saw
quick.
it on his face. I thought I still saw it in his like chin hair in the next scene.
It was like on his face, but maybe not his clothes.
Right.
I had other things going on mentally in every milk spit take scene. Okay, I was busy thinking other thoughts.
Okay. Time to play the question game. Let's see what kind of questions we have today.
Dun, dun.
I guess I'll start off with why did I pick this movie? Okay, so I picked this movie because I was just, well, when I pick movies, first of all, for a wheel, I have my own wheel that I spin with years, and it picks a year. So then I look through that year to see what I want to put on the wheel. And this one was like one of the highest rated movies on IMDb from all the movies that I had looked at. It had like an 8.4 out of 10. And then it also had like 1.2 million ratings. And so I was like, wow, a lot of people like this movie. I was like, I've never even heard of this movie. I was like, this is crazy. And so that's what intrigued me the most. And then I read the description, and it's like, to me, I was thinking like the movie Super with Ellen Page, where she's like a young superhero and kind of has like a superhero guy that trains her. I was thinking it was going to be something along those lines, and it was a little different than that. So that's why I picked the movie. All right, Braden.
Things were different.
Yeah, they were different than the movie Super.
Let's go.
Okay, so you're gonna do the fake tagline. You're gonna find the fake tagline. Which one of these is fake? Mess with the girl, meet the professional. A perfect assassin, an innocent girl. They have nothing left to lose except each other. He moves without sound, kills without emotion, disappears without trace. Only a 12-year-old girl knows his weakness. Or
So long.
Damn,
Quite the tagline.
That's a
Or-
light novel title. That's not a fucking. That's crazy.
Oh,
he
you've
moves.
seen posters like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. He moves without sound, kills without emotion, disappears without a trace. Those are the three. Okay.
I was waiting for more after that second one.
Right.
I'm leaning towards
Okay.
the first one.
You want to just go with that?
I really
Or do you
am.
want to hear them again?
No, first
'Kay.
one.
Make
I'm
him
so
read the
screwed.
second one again.
Yeah.
Second one more time. And if
Okay.
you could read it in Italian.
Oh, yeah. Perfect. Easy.
In Leon's accent, please.
Okay. So the first one was the fake one. Yeah, you got it right. Let's
Hey.
go.
I was actually
Let's
focused.
go.
Get it, boy.
So
too
for a second
focused.
there, I thought you were going to say what was on the little picture that's on the screen right now. Far from professional. I was just
Yeah,
waiting for you to say
that would have
that.
been funny. I do think this is like a fan edited photo.
Oh,
So
that's pretty
I
sick.
just pulled it up because it was cool. Okay, let's see here. Daphne.
Yeah.
All right, so here's your question. You could have only one plant to be your best friend. What kind of plant do you have?
Um. Shoot. Well, I'm probably gonna go with the only plant that I have indoors that has never died on me, and that's a peace lily. I swear it's been through the most. I can completely neglect that thing for long periods of time. I can completely overwater it and half drown it. The cats can just chew it to oblivion and it still lives. And so I feel like that's the ultimate best friend as far as a plant goes. I would not expect that out of a human, but as far as a plant
Waterboarded.
goes, the fact that it just never gives up on me. It just never gives up on life in general. It just keeps coming back. It's moved to Oregon and back with me. It's sat in like 110-degree vehicles for hours, and it just lives and it just survives. So that's my plant.
Love it. Beautiful choice. I knew you'd have a great answer for that.
Because I just gotta say his plant. There's no way they only utilized one plant, or that plant was not real the whole time. Because
No way.
her walking down the street several times with that plant, it's like hanging by the roots. It is like in such dire straits. There's no way that it was coming back that strong unless that plant is also just as resilient as my peace lily, which it might be. But
I think it was pretty fake most of the time, except for I do think the very last scene at the end when they're planting it into the ground, I do think that was a real one because the edges of the leaves were like more frayed and kind of dying like a plant might.
how many plant stunt actors were involved in this
Yeah, what was their
film?
plant budget? Okay, Dayton. Okay, you have to answer quick on this one. Okay?
Okay.
You got 2 seconds.
Yeah.
Lock
Okay.
in.
God.
So if someone asks you about this movie in the future, what is the very first scene that you think of?
That God, probably that intro scene, I guess, where Tony's talking to him and asking him if he's free on Tuesday. I think right there was like just a weird, off-putting, like badass milk drinker that threw me off. And then it also introduced the same thing that I had with the first movie of this club that we watched, which was dude, those small round glasses, man, they just fucking make the character.
They
And
do
I'm
grow.
like, how many more times am I gonna see this in my life before I have a pair? Which fun fact, after the first movie, I did order a pair, and it was a scam site, and so I got scammed out of my money.
Dang it.
Oh no! Dang it!
So sad.
Oh, I hate that. I hate
Yeah.
that.
$20 gone.
Poor man just
Dang.
wanted some milk.
Yeah,
We need some milk.
we're gonna see Dayton at one of our game nights in the future. He's just gonna be having these small round glasses and a big glass of milk. He's gonna be like,
They
"You
I
will-
want
guys,
them to be the
the glasses will
smallest
only debut on this
glasses.
channel for sure.
oh please, I would love it."
Oh, dude.
Okay.
Hey, so at some point when we have all played one of our movies, we should all dress up as like a character from the movie that we had show up
Oh,
into the
that'd be
discussion.
crazy. Okay.
So you'd have to dress up as Leon,
I don't
Jace,
have to. I
or something
chose
like.
the first movie
League of
too.
Extraordinary,
Oh, that's
No,
true.
whatever
the
it was.
the Ministry of Ungentlemanly Warfare.
That's it.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's true.
Yeah,
Dang.
he's 2
I-
movies
I-
in.
Yeah, I'll just come in
Dang.
as Alan Richardson and just be buffed out. That'd be crazy.
I'm gonna show up as
Yeah.
Frankie Frico.
Yeah,
Oh,
show
yeah,
up as Frankie
Frankie
Frico.
Frico.
Yeah, that'll be Braden. Okay, Jacelyn, this is your question.
Okay.
If Leon had a completely ordinary job instead of being a hitman, what would his new professional job be?
I mean, I think he takes it literally, and I think he's like a janitor, right?
Totally,
I mean, that's like the
absolutely.
obvious answer. Yeah.
My own personal
either-
thought
Uh-huh.
was janitor at that movie theater.
Son of a bitch.
So
Same.
I was just thinking that. I was
Mhm.
like, we're right here.
And there's a crazy
I
old
wasn't-
man that plays the movies to some little kid in the theater.
Yeah, like he's like the cryptid of the movie theater. That's just like, yeah, he's a feature of the
You're-
theater. If
they're-
he
they're
dies, the theater
referencing-
crumbles.
You're
He
But
referencing.
he's
would
a
be the- he
professional,
would-
so he's actually a custodian.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. He would be like the Horcrux of that movie theater.
But yeah, Jeff, I was referencing Last Action Hero.
Yes, I thought so.
Okay, no, that's perfect. That's a great job for him. He would be a professional cleaner or custodian or whatever you want to call it. Okay, Jeff,
Oh no.
what fake alternative title would you give this movie? Like name.
Oh no.
We can come
Leon
back.
Epstein?
Oh, no.
All right,
Question
I'll
mark.
take it. I'll take it.
I think that title pushes the rating down.
It would. It would definitely push the rating down.
It's too dated. That's too 2020s. Let's. Man. I'm trying to think. What really captures this movie?
Leo
Man.
DiCaprio, the professional.
Man,
Got
cops
him.
should not do drugs.
Got him. Cops should not do drugs. Cops.
That's a great. It's just a
The-
dare. This movie was funded by Dare.
Yeah. Call it Cops, the not professional.
Unprofessional cop, and it's just the villain side of the story.
All right. And then I have
He's
one
a
bonus
bad
question. Which I mean, I guess I was gonna do for myself because I only really did the one of why did I pick this movie, but I'm kind of curious on everybody here. Okay, so bonus question. What food or drink would become your personality trait? So I think if I had to pick a food or drink to be my personality trait, I'm gonna have to go with haichu
Yeah.
because I
agree.
eat haichu like almost every day, and we're gonna have haichu
That's
at our wedding.
crazy.
Dude, that's that you're not picking one. That is yours. that's built into you, dude. There's no hit. You already
Yeah.
have it.
That's right. All right. What about you, Braden?
Mine would be a beverage, and I would just go Baja Blast.
Great choice.
Hey.
Okay.
Sipping a crisp Baja Blast.
In a can from Taco Bell, 2-liter bottle.
Ooh,
What are we talking here?
probably Taco Bell. Second choice is a can, though. It's so
Okay.
close,
Okay.
but just probably straight from Taco Bell.
Okay. Dayton,
On
what
my
about
way to
you?
a hit.
Mine would be unsweetened black tea.
Oh.
I know.
I've
Okay.
never seen you
Also-
drink that.
Yeah, it's a guilty pleasure. There's actually there's only one Dillon store that has my favorite one, which is like Trevejo, and it's up at 30th. And so I don't get it very much, but it is. Also, I like the mystery of like if you see it in a scene, you don't know what I'm drinking, right? It could be anything. It could be
Yeah.
my soda. It could be coffee.
Could be.
Could be whatever.
Yeah.
So
you're-
nobody knows. Nobody knows.
He
Yeah,
drinks
I'm
it
in
in
with that.
secret.
I'm in with that. Jacelyn, what about you?
I don't know why. So I'm just gonna give no context, but I think I would just shoot shot glasses of soy sauce.
Ew.
Oh yeah.
It's a
dude.
thing. It's a. You want to talk about guilty pleasures? That's one of my guilty pleasures. That or ketchup, straight out of the
pickle
glass,
shot.
baby. Or a pickle shot, like yeah, salty fucking liquid, dude. Just give.
Oh my god!
I
I don't want that hitman coming to me.
Yeah, no, yeah, like
Yeah,
I
that's
want to give
scary.
unstable vibes for sure.
Yeah,
I'm
so
here for it.
Unstoppable.
I'm
is
here
ketchup
for
a
it.
food or a drink?
I I have
Um,
some soy sauce here at home you can have if you want next time you come by.
Listen, I'm not in the mood right now, but hold it for me, okay?
You're gonna need it.
If I get in a killing mood, I'll be right over.
love it. Oh, all right, Jeff. What about you?
Oh shit! What food or drink would be my personality?
Uh-huh.
Pretzel.
Pretzel, like
Pretzel.
a hard pretzel or like a big
You-
soft pretzel? Or...
Big, soft, something that I tear apart in front of people and eat.
Even do you dip it in anything?
Maybe sometimes. You got some cheese on you?
It dips it in soy sauce.
Stephanie just has like a handyman's belt of condiments for her friends who
I
need
think I
them.
just it'd be very memorable if somebody like deliberately tore apart a pretzel in front of me and ate it. And I
mean,
I feel like that'd be a personality trait.
I mean,
right?
I feel like I've maybe done that, and
But no,
you know,
like you did it with another person that probably had a pretzel, right? Or you were sitting down and eating. You
no,
weren't
I'm saying
just
I was probably with
existing.
you. Have I not been with you and eaten a pretzel like at the
I don't think
brewery
so,
or
bro.
something?
Not with me.
You'd remember.
Applebee's.
I would have
Those
Yeah.
Applebee's
The
looking
pretzel sticks from
weird ass looking
Applebee's.
pretzel sticks. They look like they're burnt every time, but they're good.
The real question
Oh,
is, did you
yeah,
eat it in a
yeah.
menacing, violent,
You see-
Yeah.
aggressive way?
But that was the expected. We're all eating together. That's not your personality. That's not. Oh, this is me with my tea, farming aura. No, this is me farming aura with my pretzel in the wild, eating in front of my
Yeah,
enemies.
yeah.
Yep.
It's like a
Jeff-
rabid
Jeff
dog.
Jeff reaches into the inner pocket of his jacket and pulls out a full-size soft pretzel and
Still
eats it
steaming.
without sauce like a madman.
Hell yeah!
And he does not
Salted or
share. That's the most menacing part.
Just
Yeah.
tear it apart.
I
I
imagine
think
Jeff
it was
just having
salted, and I think the crumbs are just in his jacket.
probably. I imagine
probably.
having like gun holsters with pretzels in them. Okay,
Brass
Daphne.
knuckles in the shape of pretzels.
Yeah. All right, Daphne, what's your food or drink personality trait?
Well, I'm also going the bready route because it's kind of been my personality trait for a while now.
Oh yeah.
The bread with cinnamon sugar and honey on it.
Ooh.
I eat that like
Ooh.
every morning, and
Ah, you
I have a
do?
habit of not eating it fast enough where I'm always taking plates with me and dripping honey places. So it'll kind of be like my little snail trail I leave behind.
Oh, Winnie the Pooh.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, if she ever gets lost, I know how to find her, you know.
Yeah.
Just follow the sticky footsteps.
Just follow all the ants.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, cool. Well, last thing here, we're gonna spin the wheel and see what's
Oh.
next. So I'm gonna end this
Please,
little
please.
stream, and then I'm gonna
Just
pull up
gotta
another
say, Jace,
stream.
thank you for not making any of us choose who is who in this movie today.
Yes.
Thank you.
I
We were
was
all
so
scared, I
too.
think, the whole time.
Oh,
Here's the deal,
please,
though. I
baby.
really only listed like 4 characters because there's the villain, the side character, and then the 2 main characters, and there were 6 of us.
Oh, I had it
Otherwise, I
locked and
thought
loaded.
about it.
I was
Otherwise, I
ready to
thought
pick.
about it. But yeah, I was worried about that too. So, okay. So we have for potentially next month, we have Braden doing Deadstream. I chose Cube.
That's
Daphne chose 7 Psychopaths.
Ooh.
Jeff did Riccio, the story of Ricky, and then
Please, God,
Jacelyn did
please.
Gantz Zero, and Dayton's was Josie and the Pussycats.
All right.
So let's see what we get here.
Come on, Ricky, baby, Ricky. Fuck.
That's too far away. Oh, are we? Are we?
Oh,
It's Josie! Let's go!
Because we are ready for the soundtrack. We're not ready for the conspiracy.
I
And
haven't
big
seen that
music.
forever.
I feel like we all had a similar vibe, and then there was this movie, so I'm really glad it won out.
Sparkles and confetti.
Yeah.
Yeah, we all had pretty more hardcore movies, and Dayton's like,
Yeah.
I'm doing the most
darkness and
hardcore
death
movie.
and just
Yeah.
One of these days, I'll get Ricky.
One of these days, bro. One of these days. Okay, is this?
Dude, it's good.
No, is this Dayton's first movie?
Second.
Second?
No.
Oh yeah, you did Frankie Frico, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Frankie
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
I feel
yeah.
like Wheel picks favorites.
I know, right?
For real.
So far, yeah, we've had 2
I-
from me, 2 from Braden, and 2 from Dayton.
Yeah.
That's what I mean.
True. That's true.
Jason and I just had to watch The Lighthouse because I was like, I'm not waiting anymore. This is ridiculous.
That's smart.
I
I'm
think-
still waiting to watch Ricky. I wanted that first experience with you guys.
Yeah,
Like,
I think
I
I
know.
may be able to put like I think on the wheel thing I can weight it and put it
It's-
like
That's
We'll just
cheating.
keep it random.
Give it an extra 5% every time it doesn't get selected.
well, I'm just saying
mean-
I can like put a I think there's like I don't necessarily know the term, but I can like put a weight. So it's like maybe people whose movie gets picked, I give them a little bit less of a chance of getting their movie picked.
Mhm.
Okay.
You
If
know?
that's what you want to do. Unless it's a hassle.
It's
like-
just 95% Rikio and it's still on the wheel.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
vote Jeff. Jeff, give it 8 more months, and then you'll get to watch your movie.
Hell yeah.
Mhm. But yeah, we'll see. I
8
may
more
do that. I
months,
may not.
baby.
Yeah.
We'll see. Because yeah, it is just truly random right now, and
I
right
would
now,
be okay with that if that's what you wanted to do, though. That makes sense.
yeah.
I'm
so-
also okay with this. I think it's funny that we've like there's still people
Yeah,
that haven't
definitely.
been picked.
That's fair
We
too.
just got the lucky boys,
Uh
Boys night.
huh. Sorry.
the unlucky boys, and Jeff.
Sorry, Jeff.
Jeff.
All right, sweet. Well, guys, thanks for doing the movie review, watching the movie here. Thank everybody out there. If you want to subscribe to the channel, we're gonna be watching Josie and the Pussycats next month. If you felt like Leon the Professional was kind of ick, give us a like and let us know your thoughts on Leon the Professional. So
But if you loved it, unfollow the channel.
yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Hey,
You're fired.
first you have to
Okay.
subscribe, then unsubscribe.
There you go.
Leave
Yeah.
a comment
There you
go.
explaining why you like the film, and we'll decide if you're worthy or not.
Okay, so I did have to go and read some of the 10-star reviews about this movie because I was
Will
like,
you wait till the end to tell us this? Holy shit.
I was like, what are the vibes on the 10-star reviews? And literally, I don't think there was a single review of the 10-star movie that mentions sexualization of any kind. Not one. And I was like, suspicious.
Yeah.
Very.
I didn't even see that. I don't
Larry.
know if you guys were watching.
Yeah. All right. Well, hey, we'll
She
catch
said
you
she
all
was
later,
18.
everybody.
See you guys. It's
Bye.
good seeing you.
Yeah.
Bye.